Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins.
Ready, 50, plant. 56, check 56. Watch the screen. Pass. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Recon, 132 fighter. Fighter. Check.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, a run with Lindsay. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. That's taken on the 25. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Haywood. Hey, Mark 52, Mark 52. Crunch time, defense. Where's ready?
Anderson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. 3 down.
Deep grip.
Now Anderson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Mike 52. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now back to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Grady Jarrett never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. He'll get this to Philip Lindsay, complete. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Second and 15. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Ebron's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and now it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there.
Watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Look, squeeze. Yo, go. Go.
Looking to throw. Anderson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go.
From the gun, Anderson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2nd and 9 now. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On 1st and goal, Howard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go.
Now Anderson going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go, go.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Let's go. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Who that? Who that?
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
5.
58, Mike. I got it. 58, right over there.
Be triple.
They'll look to throw here. Looking long for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Pittsburgh.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
59. Time to go.
Hey, orbit. Now.
Back to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Anderson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Anderson throwing on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Yep.
To throw is Anderson on 1st and 10. He'll let this go, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
10 logo. Hey, Delta. Yo, big grip.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Defense, our time. It's our time.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, jet now.
They'll drop the throw. And Thomas has it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
It's 2nd down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Yes. Shoot.
Again, it's Howard. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey,
You got nothing. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Anderson now from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Haywood. Mike.
Here's Anderson on first down. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready. Hey, exit.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
To throw on 3rd down, Anderson. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Anderson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Anderson operating from the gun. He's going to go for a bit. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Demir Bird, 48 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
56, check 56. Watch the run. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Second and 2. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
60 outlaw.
And about finding a lane, he barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Spell. Look at me. Door. Door. Hey, 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 hey. Ready?
They run with Howard. Big hold of the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf. Go, go.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
We own them. We own them.
57.
Big grip. Big grip.
Anderson throwing on 1st down. Open man completes it to Butler. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the give, running right is Howard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On first, they go right back to Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
General West. Hey, Sam off.
They will run with Grant. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check 26. Check.
Greystone travel. Buzz.
Let's go, tight end.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Anderson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Hakeem Butler. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Philip Lindsay, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's what...
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Let's go, D.
Hey, orbit.
It's going to be a long day. Mike 8. Mike 8.
Ready to go.
To throw is Anderson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Dolphins on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, high 7. Ready.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check. Check 4.
Get it.
Running with Howard. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, ready.
Watch Mike, watch Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Lead dribble, lead dribble.
Anderson now to throw on 2nd down. Open man, Butler complete. Oh, he slipped right by him. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
On the ready.
57, Mike 57. It's been a long day for you. Switch, switch, switch.
Let go.
This is Grant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check play ball.
Hey, lock it.
Under crunch. Under crunch.
Shoot.
Here's Grant. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Look at me. Zipper.
You got motion. Back up, back up. Mike.
Hit it.
On 3rd and goal, Howard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Good job.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Miami, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season.